Welcome everybody to the Broken Wing Racing League. This is the GT3 Sprint Championship. Here in Season 16, the final round, the finale as it is, round 12. And we got some heaters for you. First off, in the pro category, Austin J. McGill and Ryan Otis are battling for the title. They are separated by 14 points. It's a pretty good margin there. Gage Hines technically still in the battle, but is a 60-point deficit, which basically would need to win and have both those drivers come in like 4th or 5th in the pro category alone in their own class. And right now it's Peter Flander in 1st and Gage Hines in 2nd. John Javecki's in 3rd, Ryan Otis is in 4th, Mark Foley's in 5th, Trey Missack 6th. Austin McGill's in 9th. So, and this is just practice. We got 9 minutes left in practice, so we could see a change there. But whoever doesn't come out on top in that grouping of the two pairs of Austin McGill and Ryan Otis, whoever is P1 and 2, it's, well, however that shakes up, that shakes up. But in the battle for P3 in the pro category still on for Peter Flander, Jacob Simmons, and John Javecki. They're not separated by that many points. So it's still possible for those drivers to take the third podium at least. Jeff Koffel's going to run away with the Pro-Am class. There's no doubt about it. He's got almost 3,200 points. The closest person to him is Marshall Scari, who has 2,600 points. There's no manageable way for that driver to catch him. So the championship has already been decided for the Pro-Am class. Congratulations to Jeff Koffel for snagging that trophy. The demotion from Pro to Pro-Am really shows that he should never have been allowed to be a Pro-Am. But demotions aside, the battle for P2 in the Pro-Am class is on. Marshall Scari leads it, but just behind him is Chris Chitterling. And their battle is about 32 points difference. Technically at 2,500 points, Brandon G. Burns could snag P2, possibly P3 from one of these drivers, but he's got a bigger deficit that he has right now. I don't even know if he's here. I don't think I see Brandon Burns. No, he's not even here, so it's probably going to shake up just where it's at. It's just a battle for P2 for Marshall Scari and Chris Chitterling in that category. The AM class, Jason Daly, another driver who is just going to walk away with the championship. Congratulations to Jason Daly. He won the first half. He's going to probably win the second half as it stands. I mean, the overall for the AM class, at the moment it's saying Matt Benson, but that doesn't seem to be true for the second half. Maybe it's about net points in the second half alone. Yeah, I don't know about that. But in the overall, we're going to have Jason Daly as the AM class winner. But the AM class is not done yet. We have three drivers who are all, actually 4 drivers, I should say. Aiden Gwertz is leading in 2nd. Jackson Schlock is in 3rd. Tied on same points with Seth Hansen. So between those two drivers, I mean, actually between all, from P2 to P5, Matt Benson is at the end there. Eric Koonsman is in 5th. Oh, sorry, to P6. Eric Koonsman is in 5th, and he's right alongside there with 2,300 points. I think Matt Benson is the last one there, and he's in 6th. He's got just shy under that. He needs 25 more points to be in the 2,300s, but they're all separated by not a whole lot, so it is quite possible for that battle to still happen between all 2 to P5 at least. Matt Benson has to basically have a perfect race, P1, and then hope that there's some gaps that form for the other drivers there. But that said, 2 of those drivers being tied on points is pretty impressive. They're both in P3. We don't actually have a P4. That's why I'm saying P6, but it's really one of the 2 should be P4. But they're tied. Joshua D in the rookie class is going to walk away with it. He's got way too many points. He's got 2,800 points. Charlie Bass is in second, who's got 1,600 points. So that battle for the rookie class championship and the overall is already said and done for Joshua G. Congratulations. Right now he's leading the rookies as well in P15 in that rundown. But Charlie Bass, Angel Bonello Soto, and Felipe B. Nunez are in a battle for P2. While Charlie Bass has 1,600 points, just 100 points below him is the next driver, and that is Angel Bonello Soto. Felipe B. Nunez also has just about 120 points difference to Charlie Bass. So that battle for P2/P3 is still on in the rookie category. That said, Angel Bonello Soto right now is in second, and Charlie Bass is not here. So it could go to Angel Bonello Soto on this one, since we lost Charlie. It's too bad. And not to forget the team standings, Valhalla, that's Gage Hines and Jeff Koffold, have secured a dominant victory with 6,600 points. That there's no margin that Austin McGill and Jason Daly can attempt here to overcome on the overall. So Austin Squared Racing in second, they will finish up that. So I guess it's a kind of a Valhalla 1-2. Draft Punt Gold is in third, Team Juice is in fourth, Savage Racing in fifth, Thunder Thighs Racing in sixth, No Longer Radio Controlled in 7, 499 Racing in 8, Mid-Pack Mafia in 9, Little Lugnuts in 10, Caffeine Global Motorsports in 11, Texas Racing in 12, Bluth Company Racing in 13, Rockstar Energy Racing in 14, Naro Racing in 15, G-Spec Racing in 16. And as far as battles go, we could still see a change up from P3. So, no, I think it's all kind of locked in right there from P1 to P2, P3. But P4, that's up in the air because we got a lot of teams in the 4,400s. So P4 could be decided here. I'm just here for the safety rating. I mean, why not? You already secured the championship, Jeff. I don't think you really need to do anything else. That said, thank you to Acid Walk for the follow, Glass Fox as well for a follow. That was earlier. And then Time for Pop Tarts. They sub with their Prime, so thank you. And it looks like we're gonna have that. Wait for it. Oh, come on. Where are you? What are you guys doing? Is this like a new thing? Yeah. With 1 minute 53 seconds, 53 seconds left to go, we got the Valhalla. I guess they did this last time, and now I think it's just becoming a thing. But here they are, blinking to people into turn 1. And one of these Valhallas is not like the other, and that is Aaron Myers, who is the only Valhalla to not have his actual... He's in the Pro-Am class, you don't have to worry about that. He literally could have just taken the Pro-Am decals from Jeff Koffold. They're in the... No, they're not in the same... Are they in the same car? They're in the same car. And we got something else happening. Oh, I thought someone was doing some funny businesses over there. Oh, we got Tyler Kern going to join the pack here. That said, T1 party time. I want to make it perfectly clear. I hate this. I hate this. And Trey, I hope you know, I saw it and I was like, oh man. Did not like it. Did not like it one bit. Where's the pit lane? Somebody's doing pit lane donuts. I can't tell who it is. Oh no, it's not. That's well, that's Thunder Thighs. I know who that is. take a look here at Dylan Thomas. In some appreciative work here, you got to look at this this livery. I think he updated this because it is new. Oh, and we're done. Quick message from our sponsor. Okay. Well, hopefully you get to hear the entire message there. I made a mistake. This is the last round for this season, and I am still up to my own shenanigans. Did he say shenanigans? I chugged a Red Bull, so I'm yeah, I'm electrified right now. Ryan Otis. If you weren't here earlier, Ryan Otis and Austin McGill fighting for the championship and the overall. This will come down to who's in front of the other because they are separated by 14 points. Last race on Sunday was kind of unfortunate for Ryan. He was involved in some contact, and it put him down the order, and he fought his way back up as best he can, and put a little hamper on his everything going on for him. As it stands, when we were talking about times on the board, 144, as quick as we got. Only 4 drivers were able to accomplish that. Everyone else was in the 145s, 146s, 147s. And then beyond 147s, the times just kept climbing. 149, 150 maybe, I think was the highest I saw. But Ryan Otis is going to take us to the first hot lap. And I will try to say the name of all these corners throughout this race. I'll take a peek, but I don't want a lot of Italians getting mad at me when I say all the names wrong. You know what I mean? We're going into Materassi here, turn 4, and then Borgo San Lorenzo. That was 5. But I got Casanova here. This is the easy one. Casanova into Savelli. Savali? I don't know. The wise words from Peter Flanner. Arabashial? Arabata. Arabata? Arabatial. Arabata. I won't say that again. That was turn 9, I think. Can't even tell where we're at right now. It's turn 10? Scarpia. Nope. Pelagio. Nah, maybe not that one. The long straight. Then we're going left? Oh, we're way past that. We're at turn 14. The final corner. I was really messing that up. Yeah. Peter Flanner said something about I shouldn't pronounce Italian corners or something like that. Or he said it was funny that I was trying. I don't know. And we got our first lap there. That was a 146. These will come down in time. Jeff is in second. Peter Flanner in third. Elliot Burton fourth. John Javecki fifth. Rodrigo Theory seventh. As Mark Foley goes sixth. H. Hines in 8. Matt Benson 9. Andrew Fogan in 10. Seth Henson 11. Dylan Thomas. Seth Henson 12. Eric Koonsman in 11. Dylan Thomas in 13. Marshall Scari 14. Jacob Simmons 15. Joshua D 16. Holland Greer 17. Isaac Gardner 18. And Aiden Gwertz 19. Of the drivers that have qualified so far, now he's in 20th as Kurt Moss goes into 9th. And Tyler Kern into 15th. Craig Carroll into 21st there. Just trying to find people. Adam Tingle goes into 8th. We have 37 drivers on the track, by the way. A couple people are in the pits. Did I miss somebody? Joshua Justice goes into P23. I know we're looking at Austin Mugello because this driver is in the no time set just yet, but he is in the running for the championship in the pros and the overall. Craig Reese goes into 12th. Austin Reed into 26. I feel like I missed somebody. Jeff Koffold has just set the fastest lap with Rodrigo Theory going into 4th as Peter Flanner retakes P1. Elliot Burton into 4th. Colin Greer into 21st. I don't know if I said that one. Mark Foley improves into 7th. Jacob Simmons improves into 7th as Austin Mugello improves into 5th. Eric Koonsman into 12th. Joshua D into 14th. Max Klein into 23rd as Joshua Jablonski goes into 9th. Aiden Gwartz goes into 6th. Angel Bonello Soto into 10th. Drivers that have not set times just yet. Craig Carroll improves into 23rd. Jackson Chalock goes into 26th. Adam Tingle into 10th. I think that's an improved lap from him. Trey Mistack is out there, but maybe we'll probably see nothing out of that one. Daryl Carrington into 33rd. Welcome to the league. Brian Zaborowski Jr. into 32nd. Joshua Justice improves into 30th. The separation between Ryan Otis and Austin Mugello is 1 position. 3rd and 5th for these two. Craig Reese improves into 16th, but gets overshined right there from Jake Daly just by 0.03 of a second. Austin Reed improves into 34th. Now we have a lot more drivers that are setting qualifying. We actually have more than 37. I guess we got some late entries. Elliot Burton improves into 2nd. Braden Daniels into 13th as Matt Benson improves into 6th. Andrew Kogan into 16th. Mark Foley improves into 6th. Gage Hines into 4th. Jacob Simmons into 5th. Austin Mugello down into 6th, but it is an improvement from him. Eric Koonsman is an improvement to 10th. Joshua D into 11th. Also, both Eric Koonsman and Joshua D improved, but pushed down by Joshua Jablonski, who's now into 8th. And Angel Bonello Soto into 13th. This puts him in 2nd behind Joshua D for the rookie class. Kurt Moss into 20th. An improved lap from him. Prashant Jayaraman is in 27th. That's a first-time lap, I think, from him. Tyler Kern into 25th. John Javecki improved into 14th. Craig Carroll improved into 20th. And now we have 41 drivers. Patrick Rich is in 36. I don't think I said his name. Ah, man, someone else improved, but I couldn't tell you who it is. Ryan Otis and Austin Mugello. Now there's nothing between them. At the moment, it looks like it's going to be close. They're both in the 145s. Jake Daly improves into 15th with that lap. It's a 146 even. 0.039 on that one, but, you know, even. Let's just say even. Ryan Otis into 2nd with that time across the board with the 145-1. Can Austin Mugello respond as he nears the start-finish line? Is it an improvement? No, it's not. Actually, it was nothing. Him and Jacob Simmons had nothing there. Neither did Gage Hines. So again, he goes with 5 minutes, 15 seconds left. He's got to find a spot. Ryan Otis is in... Oh, okay, we got some slow... They're letting people by. That is a lot of drivers that you're going to have to let by. Peter Flanner still leads this. So of the 41 drivers we have John Malone, who hasn't set a time, hasn't even done anything just yet. Don't think we're going to see a qualifying lap here out of Trey Mistack. He's still out there, though. He pumped in 3 laps. None of them were qualifiers, and he's in the pits, so maybe that's it. Matthew Mercier is in P11. I don't think I said his name. As I stated already, the battle for the Pro class is still on for P1 and 2. It's also on for P4. Technically P3, but Gage Heinz is in 3rd, and barring if there's something that happens between Austin McGill and Ryan Otis, he could see the top step and the championship on the overall. He's 60 points behind, however. Rodrigo Theory improves into 17th with that time across the board, 145.9. Dylan Thomas also improves into 24th. We didn't get to see a side panel of this, by the way. Look at it. It is no notes. It looks just really good. Just, one might say slightly plain, but I don't think it's plain. I think it just did it right. That black and blue, it streaks across fairly well. There's his teammate, Jacob Simmons, in the old livery, or it's Thunder Thighs Racing. I didn't even think about the Thunder part. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Alright, I'll stop admiring it. Brian Zaborowski Jr. improves in 34th. Max Klein improved into 33rd, I think. Jackson Schlock into 30th. And so we're not going to get... And Brian Zaborowski Jr. improves into 32nd on that one. So no times from both drivers that are sitting in the... Isaac Gardner improves into 35th. Holland Greer into 36th at the moment. Yeah, won't see anything out of those last 2 drivers, but they'll show up. Craig Reese improves into 27th with that time across the board. And you see a lot of drivers that have already just entered the pits and they're going to stay there. Angel Manella Soto's in the pits. Joshua Jablonski's in the pits. Jake Daly's in the pits. Adam Tingle. Craig Carroll. Max Klein. Yes, we're going to get a lot more people that are just going to park it with 2 minutes left to go. Where is it at for Austin McGill? His last lap was not an improvement. This will be it. He's got one more run as Ryan Otis sits 2nd. Gage Heinz in 6th. Still slightly in contention for the overall P1 spot. Bigger fight for him. That last lap was a 2:09, so he was trying to go all in for this. John Javecki goes into 11th with that time across the board. And Ryan Otis is still out there trying to make an improvement. So is Peter Flanner. And so is Elliot Burton. Already kind of stated this, but Jeff Caulfield has won the Pro-Am. Right now they're battling Marshall Scarry and Chris Chitterling for P2 in the championship. Bismillah FC, thank you for the follow. Just wrapping up qualifying. 35 seconds left to go. Some of these drivers are still doing it. Ooh. Time for Pop-Tarts. Thank you for the follow. And also the Prime earlier. Ryan Otis has 23 seconds. He could go again since he's going to cross the line with time to go. All these guys have crossed the line, are still going to be able to get going. And it looks like they will all do that. This was not an improvement for Ryan Otis, but Jacob Simmons did improve into 6th. Austin McGill. This will be it. He's going into the pits as well. Oh, no. Now that's going to be That's going to be really difficult, to say the least. Really difficult. He is ninth. Ryan Otis is second. He's got to have to do something masterful to take the title. He's leading Ryan Otis in the championship by, I think it's 14 points. 2,994 is how many Austin McGill has. Ryan Otis has 2,980. And even if Ryan finishes second in this race, it's all over. The lap was not an improve. I think he's still on for this lap, but let's see. Aiden Gortz is about to cross the line. He had an improved line, put him into 10th. It's not going across the line. I never know where I'm at when I'm looking at this track. It's an Italian track. They are all like this. There's like so many corners, but when does it end? I think I've seen this one before. What's on the front? Maybe it's a picture of his pupper. Marshall Scari improves into 19th. It's a good result for him. Chris Chitterling is not even here. So Marshall Scari is going to take P2. So no real battle for that one either. And everyone's parked it. All right. The grid is followed. Peter Flander P1, Ryan Otis P2, Ellie Burton P3, Aaron Myers P4, Jeff Koppel 5, Jacob Simmons 6, Gage Hines 7, Mark Foley 8, Austin McGill 9th, Aiden Gwartz 10, Joshua Chablonski 11, John Javecki 12, Joshua D 13, Matthew Mercier in 14, Eric Koonsman 15, Matt Benson 16, Angel Bonello Soto 17, Rodrigo Theory 18, Marshall Scari 19, Braden Daniels 20, Jake Daly 21, Prashant Jayaraman 22, Adam Tingle 23, Andrew Fogan 24, Kurt Moss 25, Dylan Thomas 26, Craig Carroll 27, Tyler Kern 28, Craig Reese 29, Brian Zaborowski Jr. in 30, Jackson Shalak in 31, Isaac Gardner 32, Patrick Rich 33, Seth Hansen 34, Max Klein 35, Holland Greer 36, Joshua Justice 37, Austin Reed in 38, Daryl Harrington 39, Trey Mistack 40, and the last driver, John Balone 41. Welcome to the league, by the way. Those last set of drivers, Austin Reed and John Balone, Daryl Carrington. I believe that's it from the newbies that are here. The new rookies. All right. And we also get to see whether or not 40's here. With this disgusting livery. I hate it. But we knew it was going to happen. He's a world driving champ, whatever. I'm not salty about it. Uh, so, I guess in the Pro-Ams, everything's wrapped up. Marshall Scari is going to sit second. Jeff is going to sit first. We got a whole slew of things happening in the Pro class, from whether who takes 1 and 2, who takes 3, 4, 5, and 6 are battling out for 4th. Aiden Gwertz and Jackson Shalak, Seth Hansen, and Eric Koonsman are battling for 2nd. That's good news there. They're all battling for 2nd. As it stands, Aiden Gwertz is leading them. So if he can continue this race where he's at right now, he's P10. He's got P15 Eric Koonsman, P16 Matt Benson. Matt Benson's kind of sort of in this, but he's got a bigger hill to climb. Just a points deficit to the other drivers. I think it's 300 points. No, it's like 100. It's like It's like 25, 60-ish range. I don't know how to do math that well either. Joshua D's out there. He's in leading the rookies. He's going to already take that win. But Angel Bonello Soto is sitting in second. And if he finishes in second, he's going to take home that title for P2 in the championship. So not everything is wrapped up. The rookies and the pros or AMs are battling for second. Where are we? Is this a full outlap? No idea where we're at. Like I said, Italian tracks. I will never really enjoy them. They bring some good racing though. There's that. Oh, yeah, it's a full outlap. Ooh, that reminds me. All right, and we're back. Holy. This is going to take a long time. Good thing there's no safety car for this one. Can you imagine? And where are we? Are we in... Look at the track map here. We're going right. So 12? Currentau? I don't think that's right. Yeah, maybe it is, because this would be Bondetti. And then a long straight. And then a left. Please tell me it's... Oh, it is. All right, cool. Sweet. We're going racing, folks. After that bathroom break, pace lap. I mean, out lap there. We got... That's what it is. The safety car cannot come in sooner. Big thing to look out for is P9. Austin Mugello. What is he going to do to take this championship home? Ryan Otis is in second, covering off Elliott Burton, who's on the inside of him. And I think it's well in hand. Yeah, he got ahead of him, and it's now a battle with Aaron Myers there. And Jacob Simmons on the outside, 3 wide into turn 1. That's brave. And Jeff has just overtaken as a sister teammate. And Jacob Simmons down 1 spot. Jeff up ahead. Aaron Myers just ahead of Gage Hines, who's also battling out here with Jacob Simmons, who's only down 1. Austin Mugello is up 1. But Mark Foley onto the inside gets through. But next quarter's a right-hander. And Austin Mugello has now got a bump from Joshua Jablonski. And no longer kept that spot. Now back down to the 9th. As John Chavecki is battling out here. He's up 1 spot from Aiden Gwertz, who's down 2. Some losses there. Eric Koonsman down 1. Matt Benson up 1. Rodrigo Theory up 1. Prashant Jayaraman up 4. Andrew Fogan up 5. And further up, Jacob Simmons retakes his spot as Austin McGill is going to try to battle out here with Mark Foley to take 8. P2 and P8 at the moment for the Pro Champions. And Gage Hines is just ahead of him, who could possibly still take the overall if he can get. If either one of these drivers could get ahead of Ryan Otis, there's a chance. Because up at the front, it's a couple of pros. Actually, P1, 2, and 3 is just ahead of him. John Javecki battling out here with Joshua Jablonski and gets that move done, and he's ahead. Jacob Simmons goes into the pits to now tumble down the order. What's happening there? Aaron... Ooh. Joshua Jablonski is now down... is maybe up. No, he's keeping his 1. Gage Hines is now down where he started. P7. Austin McGill has now made up another spot. Did he let him by? That would be interesting. I don't know if he actually just let him by, but there goes Austin McGill now into 6, chasing down the champion, Mark Foley. Oh, what happened there? Oh, he hit a sausage curb. That dropped him back, and he's trying to recapture something. That's down into 23rd. Tumbles down the order for that one mistake, and it's going to cost him. Further back, we have Kurt Moss, who's kind of out there. Jacob Simmons is back out on track. Braden Daniels down into 37th. He's down 17. Dylan Thomas is down 10. Tyler Kern down 7. And then you have Darrell Carrington in 34th. Austin Reed 33rd. Holland Greer in 32nd. Josh Justice in 31. He's up 6 spots. Mike Klein in 30th. Seth Hanson's 29. Craig Reese 28. Patrick Rich 27. Trey Mistak is now at 14 spots at the moment. And just ahead of him, Brian Zaborowski Jr. 25th, Jackson Schlock in 24th. Isaac Gardner's up 9 spots. Mark Foley, as we know, in 22nd. He's going to have to recover some of those. Craig Carroll 21st. Adam Tingle 20th. Jake Daly 19th at the moment. And he's got a Adam Tingle half a second back. Marshall Scarry's just ahead of him. 2/10. So that will be an overtake spot, maybe. As Marshall Scarry is in fact 18th. Andrew Fogan here is in 17th, up 7. Prashant Jayaraman is going to be battling it out here with Rodrigo Theory for 15th and 16th at the moment for those 2 drivers, but it looks like it's going to him. Mark Foley already up a spot as he overtakes Craig Carroll, and now Craig Carroll has Isaac Gardner on his outside, and now inside. And look at that. Jackson Sherlock also trying to make a move along the outside. And does so. Through goes that driver. Further ahead, you have Eric Koonsman into 14th at the moment. Is up 1 spot. Matt Benson up 3 spots in 13th. Matthew Mercier up 2 in 12th. Joshua D in 11th. And he is leading. Oh, he's not leading. What? He is leading. Ooh, what is that? I don't know what's going on right there. Anyway, he's leading the rookies. Aiden Gwertz in 10th. Joshua Jablonski in 9th. Go over to Prashant, who's trying to fight back for this Pro-Am spot here. Is Aiden Gwertz, Joshua Jablonski exchanging positions. I think Joshua Jablonski was ahead of him at one point and now behind him. Down in the inside. And through he goes. And I think he's going to keep it on the overlap. Yes, he does. And he's now up 2. Prashant Jayaraman and Rodrigo Theory also battling out here. And it finally goes to Prashant. Rodrigo Theory is possibly going to hold it out here into the next corner. This is going to be a left-hander inside line for that initial corner, but then on the overlap, he's already ahead, and it's going to stay Pershant at the moment, but Rodrigo Theory has another driver of Andrew Fogan, who's on the inside line of him, now outside, but trying to make a move here. He's got some momentum, and it's kind of stayed off, as these drivers are all kind of in a little pack now. Rodrigo holds the top step there between these in P16, Andrew in 17, and then just behind Marshall Scari in 18, Jake Daly 19, and then Adam Tingle, who took that half second down to 1/10. I'm trying to go to the long way around on this corner. Can he do it? Not now, but into the next corner. Holds the apex and almost through. Jake Daly is making his car wide, and even Mark Foley is trying to get by, and it is not going to be easy as Adam Tingle now has it. And now we're going to go 3 wide down the start straight finish as Jake Daly's going to hold on to that inside line. Who has got the straight line speed here? It looks like the Ferraris, but he's still in the mix. And Mark Foley gets a little slippery. I think they made contact. Adam Tingle and Mark Foley made contact. Those two on the right, those Ferraris. And so far, it is still Jake Daly. For the moment, he is really making this car wide. And it is, I think, still in the mix. Mark Foley goes a little wide on exit, but takes it, holding back Adam Tingle. But now Trey Mistak is in the mix, going side by side with Adam Tingle, but just losing out. I think they made slight contact there. And that is very close racing. And we got an issue here. Seth Hansen, I think, slowed a bit. Because he let 2 cars by. Yeah, it was a bizarre one. Brian Zaborowski Jr. is the Aston Martin that we're looking at, with Isaac Gardner ahead. Patrick Rich behind Craig Reese and Craig Carroll. Oh, the Battle of the Craigs. We have 2 Craigs. Battle for the Craigs is on. Craig Reese leading Craig Carroll. Another little pack is formed. I see a bunch of these on track. A lot of people have the same similar race pace. Take a look here at this grouping towards the end of the field. They are all battling for positions. It is Daryl Carrington who's up ahead of these guys. And like I said, the battles are everywhere on track, including here. With Austin Reed leading us in 32nd. Daryl Carrington in 33rd. Braden Daniels 34th. He's that Porsche who... And that goes... Ooh. Seth Hansen has just parked it. All right. Jacob Simmons and Dylan Thomas, both the Thunder Thighs Racing, are at the back of the pack. I'm not sure what happened. We'll take a look at it soon, but it looks like almost they gave him a little bump draft there. Just a little bump, but I don't think they made contact at all. These two are going to have to get by Braden Daniels. And it is not on just yet. Maybe down here. It's like Braden Daniels might set up to go the long way around down turn 1. They're all playing this extremely defensively. I mean, what are we watching, a NASCAR race? Like, they are in draft, just holding on right there. Braden Daniels jumps to the inside. Dylan Thomas, ooh, the old welcome to the league to Daryl Carrington. That was a bump. And well, Daryl Carrington's still in it as Jacob Simmons gets on by. Craig Carroll, what happened to him? He is... Oh, he lost it. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Jackson Shalak. Just a brief replay here. We got a wide Jackson Shalak, and then oof, then a bump. The Brian Zaborowski Jr. That is a, yeah, that's a welcome to the. Oh, they've been here a while. All those guys. Hey, Mistak. We're looking to make a move here on Adam Tinkle as they go too wide. And through he goes. Adam going to respond here. We're now entering the Lando Norris era. Such a rage baiter, this guy. I don't like it. Don't like it. It's no Lando Norris era. How dare you? Brian Zaborowski Jr. is now almost equal with Jackson Schlock. We try to make a move here on him. Ooh, hits both sausage curbs. That's not good for the car, and he is dropped back slightly for it. Aiden Gwertz, kind of not in no man's land, but he's got a 2.2 second gap behind him. John Javecki's up 6/10. This is the AM class leader, and as it stands, he will finish P2 in the championship, wrapping it up nicely. Jacob Simmons has Braden Daniels ahead of him, P30. Had to pit on lap 1. Did he have his quali set up on? Is that what it was coming down to? I'd imagine so. Ooh, and through goes Braden Daniels and almost Jacob Simmons on Isaac Gardner. That would have been a when it rains, it pours. But he will have to contend. I don't know Isaac Gardner's full abilities here, but we're looking at a pro trying to make a move, and a Pro-Am did make a move on Isaac Gardner, and both go through, and I think it might be settled there. And we did it right before the start finish straight. And it looks like he's already half a second up on him. Ryan Zaborowski Jr. and Jackson Sherlock still at it. These two are relentless. And there is a bump and shove. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Uh, Brian's flashing his lights, so maybe he didn't enjoy that either. Oof. That is quite something. Both Brian Zaborowski Jr. and Jackson Schlock are AM class drivers. You can only see the AM decals on one driver, but this other driver here, Brian Zaborowski, is been in the AM class. Actually, everybody here. We got P22 to P27 all in the AM class. Take some time before we get to that one, as Jacob Simmons has just passed Braden Daniels there. Now only down 23 positions from where he started this race. Darrell Carrington and Kurt Moss also battling out here, and it looks like it went to Kurt Moss. Got the spot down. Now look at this. Fourth, 5th, 6th, and 7th is all Valhalla. Check that out. Just ahead is Jeff Koffold. Austin McGill is now in 5th position. But Ryan Otis is still 3.3 seconds up on him. He was 3.6 earlier, 3.5. So he still hasn't been able to find that gap. But again, pit stops can change everything here. But it maybe looks like possibly the Valhallas are helping each other out here and helping Austin secure the championship. It's going to be difficult. Jeff Koffold is ahead of him. As it stands, Austin McGill is going to finish 3rd in class. But I think he needs to finish ahead no matter what. I think the point spread won't help him here. It's what, 430 for P1, and then it scales down. I don't even know the scale of it. It's the IMSA scale, I believe, for P2 and P3, whatever those. But I mean, they're separated by 14 points. I think that's going to be an easy slam dunk. But we'll see. We'll see what happens there. And while we're taking a look here, we'll go all the way back to the start of this race. Something did happen at the start of this race, so we will take a gander at that. All right, Tyler Kern. Oh. Let's replay that again from the blimp. Oh, he blipped, and he already was into the back or the rear there. Let's do a chase cam. He's there. And then... Oh, you know, you might actually put that on Kurt Moss. Maybe. He kind of went... But he did blip. He blipped. And he's back at it. But I don't know. That one's a difficult one. And then Braden Daniels did this. Spun on his own. And that's going to create some confusion as everyone's trying to split. And actually, no one hurt by that one. Angel Bonella Soto lost it when he was trying to get by. And yeah, that's unfortunate for him. And then he lost it again just shortly after that. Ah, gosh, that's when it rains, it pours, especially for a guy who's going to finish 2nd in the championship. Dylan Thomas, he was already in wonky land there, so we'll pull it back. He goes side. That's Jackson Schlock and him coming together. And God, when you say come on, guys, I heard it when I said it, but just, I mean, no one. It's a race. Seth Hansen loses it all on his own. Oh, God, I can't even say anything without it sounding weird. And then we got up to Craig Carroll, which we did see live, and Isaac Gardner, who also spun it on his own into the barrier. Unfortunate for him. And that is the last thing we have. All right. Back to live. Eric Kunzman, Prashant Jayaraman battling it out here for P13, and Prashant, ooh, oh no! That is no bueno. We'll take a look at that one. That was live. Hits the sausage curb and taps that driver. Let's do a chase of that. Boom! And bumps right into Eric Kunzman there. It's unfortunate. Where's Mark Foley after his off track that set him back to P22? He's now down into P14 and has got Rodrigo Theory just ahead of him. Battle here for as I just missed it. I didn't realize he was going to be able to pass Rodrigo Theory here, and he gets heavy on the apex and just gets it done. What a move. Jake Daly has also got Marshall Scary and Adam Tingle battling. Adam Tingle just ahead of Marshall Scary there. But as it stands, Marshall Scary just has to finish this race where he's at. He is P6, but he will probably end up still taking P2 away. I don't know how close he is with Elliot Burton, though. Andrew Fogan leads in 16th to Jake Daly in 17th, Adam Tingle in 18th, and Marshall Scary in 19th. This is a little pack that's never gone away. Another pack that we have here is Austin McGill, who's in 5th position, and a Valhalla train, technically. Got 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. The other Valhalla is Matt Benson, and he's in 12th. He's 2nd in class for the AM class. Marshall Scary making a move here on Adam Tingle. Gets it done before the apex. Through he goes. I doubt we'll see a change up in the order here for the Valhalla drivers, but they're still pushing. John Javecki and Aiden Gwertz are catching the rear of this little train. Marshall Scary looking to make a move here on Jake Daly on the outside. Can he hold it long? I don't think so. Porsche's great in corners. And Jake is going to continue to hold 17th. Though Adam Tingle hoping to make a move back on Scary, maybe? Take a look here at Dylan Thomas, who's now down only 1 position for where he started this race after that contact he had with Jackson Sherlock. Jake down into turn 1, makes a move here on Andrew Bogan. For P16, up now 5. And the scrap is still on. Jacob Simmons, now only down 18 spots. He's in 24th as he goes by Joshua Justice, who's up to 12. I think beyond... Alright. Group is still battling him. Nope. Max Klein and Braden Daniels fighting it out. Max Klein is staying ahead of Braden for the moment with Dylan Thomas in suit behind. If we discredit Trey Mistak, which we usually do for the mover and shaker, he's up 25 spots, but our next best driver has been Joshua Justice, who's up 12. E25 for him. Mark Foley now down only 4 spots as he's overtaken Matt Benson, P12. Got Matthew Mercier up 1.9 seconds, and that is an Isaac Gardner without a rear wing. I don't know if he knows that one. Trey Mistak is in the pits on lap 16 of 26, so we'll see what happens to him. He was ahead of Jake Daly, who was in... so he took 15 away from Trey Mistak, so P15. We'll see how Trey shuffles out the order there, as these drivers are still hanging on. Jackson Schlock is also in the pits. What's it look like from this driver here? Aiden Gwertz is in P9. He's leading the AM class at the moment. Matt Benson's in second, 13th in the overall. 15th in the overall is Jake Daly, but he is third in class. That's the AM class. P1, 2 are pros. And then Austin McGill is in 5th in the overall, with 3rd in class. Elliott Burton still leads the Pro-Ams in 1st, with Jeff Koffold in 2nd, just 0.6 off him. And Aaron Myers in 3rd, 6th in the overall. Elliott Burton goes in the pits. And we'll see a change. Austin McGill is in as well. John Javecki in. Aiden Gwertz is in. Joshua D stays out. Now what comes up to Ryan Otis here. He is now going to stay out. Means the overcut is what he has going on. And the undercut for Austin McGill. He's now sitting still in the pits. And Tingle is in the pits as well. Who is out still? Joshua Justice. Overcuts stays out. And then you have some of these drivers popping out. Austin McGill out first with a 40.4. Ooh. That's not going to be ideal for him. John Javecki did a 37.4, 3 seconds faster. He needed to make up 3.3 seconds to Ryan Otis, who's going to go longer, which means he doesn't have to stay out in the stay in the pits as long. Not ideal as it stands. And he's got a 3.7 second gap to Elliott Burton, and I think even more so. We could see the title fight end the way it is right now. I notice take the overall with pros. Trey Mistak is up. He's just missing 3 of his spots, but he actually pit, and everyone ahead of him, Matthew Mercier, also pit on their out, and so they're on their outlap. So this is all racing. He's racing back spots he lost. Joshua Justice hasn't pit, so he'll lose out. A blimp of this. Ryan Otis is exiting. Where is Austin McGill? Down the start, straight finish we go. And Ryan Otis is already out there. 5-second gap here. Peter Flanner is out. He has a 5.3 second gap, so he's going to hold that. Mark Foley is going long here. Ryan Otis holding out strong. Jeff Koffold is in 4th. Elliott Burton in 5th. Elliott Burton losing out 1 spot there. The lead of the AM Pro-Ams. And now Aaron Myers ahead. Aaron Myers was behind Gage Hines before the pit stops. Now Austin McGill is back behind the other 2 Valhalla drivers that he was leading. Curious. Aaron Myers did a 36.2. Gage did a 36.8. Unfortunate. He effectively made a 6-second gap to Ryan Otis, which is probably even more so at this point. God, it's got to be way more than that. H. Heinz is 7 seconds back, or 6 seconds back. So Austin's 2.3. Dang, that's unfortunate. Anything can happen still on lap 18 of 26. Peter Flanner now retakes the lead. Mark Foley in the pits. Ryan Otis crosses the line to go back in a second. Where does Mark Foley shake out, though? He is moving Joshua D out there, and he has got Joshua D, so he's now only down 2 spots from where he started this race, into 10th. 4-second gap to Aiden Wirtz. Not bad, I'll say. 34.8 for him. Not bad at all. That puts Mark Foley in a decent spot. And all things considered, where did Trey go? Trey's now into 12th. He passed Matthew Mercier. And now he's on the hunt for Joshua D. 1.2 seconds up. 28 spots gained. Where did Joshua Justice go after he pit? He's back, still 12 up. He's in P25. Who is doing better? At the moment, we got Brian Zaborowski Jr. He had a clash with Jackson Sherlock a couple of times, I think. A couple of little bumps, but right now he is in P21 and Jackson is 24th. Their little battle has come to a close as he approaches Prashant Jayaraman here. Further back, you have Max Klein and Austin W. Reed there in 33rd. Sorry, no. Austin Reed's further back. It's Daryl Carrington, who's just gotten ahead in the casual car, ahead of Kurt Moss for 30th, Kurt Moss 31st, and then it's Max Klein that's in 32nd. Austin Reed is in 33rd. And Isaac Gardner in 34th. Still no wing. Can you believe it? That is fascinating. But that car can do anything and stay on track, considering all these turns. But we've seen stranger things. All things considered, in the lineup so far, everybody's been doing is all positive greens until you get to Eric Koonsman, who after his contact with Prashant Jayaraman in 23rd, down 8 spots from where he started. Oh, it's 6 laps to go. Interesting to see what happens. Kurt Moss down the inside line on Daryl. Oh, he's not even fully alongside, I don't think, but maybe on the exit. Do we see something happen here? Kurt Moss trying his best. Through the next corner, he does get ahead. Aston McLaren. And now I think is that Max Klein looking to make a move. He's got some damage on that front end as well. On lap 15 is what happened here with Austin Reed. Oh, he didn't. Oh, that's definitely. Oh, I see. That's unfortunate. Don't have to go that slow. I don't have to go that slow, but I get if you don't want anyone's race to be impeded. But yeah, you don't have to park the car. It's just... Next time, probably will be a bit different on that one. Just 50, maybe like 60%, 70% even when you're in a straight. You know, it's a big group. We got Dylan Thomas here, Thunder Thighs Racing. Braden Daniels behind him. Joshua Justice trying to keep this 12 spots that he gained. Not make it 11, but Dylan Thomas is now level from where he started this race in 26. Can he make it? Ooh. There goes Braden Daniels on the Porsche behind trying to make a move, and now he's gotten almost fully alongside Dylan Thomas as Joshua Justice has been defending quite neatly. And so was Dylan, who also defended his spot against Braden. Over to Elliott Burton, who's got Aaron Myers in 4th. Elliott Burton in 5th. This would be a change in the P2-3 structure here. And it looks like Aaron Myers has gotten it done. And now ahead. Think of all those team efforts from Valhalla to help out their teammate of Austin McGill, and it is no dice here. He is 2.8 seconds back from Gage Heinz. As it stands, Gage is going to finish 3rd, Austin 4th, which means he could actually go into third spot here. In the championship, Gage Heinz finishing 2nd. I think the numbers are right on that one. We'll see. Braden Daniels made a move on Dylan Thomas, it looks like, and now he's trying to make another one on Joshua Justice. Ate a little bit of that sausage curb there. Joshua is keeping it in a good spot ahead, and it looks like Dylan Thomas is finally recatching these guys up. He must have made a mistake, possibly. Oh no. Oh no. Well, Austin McGill is now in 7th in class. Whoa. Let's go back to that. Trey Mistack. Whoa! Let's take a look at that again. Gyro. Whoa! He also had a void. That is quite something. Not sure if he lost anything on that one. He's P12. He's 28 spots up, but... yeah. Imagine that one. Can't wait to hear what everyone's going to say in the, in the chat after. That was across the thing. Gage Heinz, you can thank your teammate here. No, not even his teammate. Austin McGill is an Austin Squared sister teammate for gifting you P2 in the championship. Because that is where he'll get P3 right now, and he'll jump up 1 spot for the overall. Ryan Otis will take P1. Whoa! There's Isaac Gardner again. The wingless... oh, he's living up to Broken Wing Racing League. Now this is a kind of where you want it to be. Jeff is flashing, but you want the blue flag driver to get out of the way, but at the moment, he lifted there. He lifted. On the straight, yeah, he could have done it there. He technically didn't have to, I guess, because he was a little further back than where you expect. Matt Benson, Jake Daly battling out for P15. Jake Daly ahead of Matt Benson. But Matt Benson into the next corner. Kind of pushing, but he's going to be on the outside in this next one, in this next sequence. And he's keeping it ahead, though. He might actually take this. And, oh, yeah, there he goes. Matt Benson into P15. Jake Daly down into 16. He's still up 5 spots, though, Jake Daly. And now Trey Mistack, who had passed Matthew Mercier, has to do it all over again after the incident, as it is, with the driver coming back onto track 3 laps ago. He's got plenty of time to make that work. Look at this, by the way. Brayden Daniels has been scrapping with everybody. Same with Dylan Thomas, who's now almost was actually, yeah, pulled back from where because he was at the back of the pack started this race, and now he's almost leveled where he qualified, 1 spot down. But Brayden Daniels also in the same boat. Oh, no. What happened here with Jake Daly? Oh, I think he just missed his braking point. Yeah, kicking a lot of stuff up. Andrew Fogan trying to make a move here into turn 1 on the outside line. And no switchback there. And he's going to keep it ahead. Jake Daly now in 17th. Only lost 1 spot from that. Two laps to go. Dylan Thomas still in the fight. Still in the hunt on Brayden Daniels here. Brayden Daniels has been probably frustratingly behind Joshua Justice, but Joshua Justice is keeping a good spot into turn defense at least, and he's keeping it up lap after lap, and that's just kind of how it's might shake out for these two. There's no overlap, but he did hit the curbs there, both of them. That's going to slow him down. Let's see if Jay can take the position back. We'll take a look here. He's got Andrew Fogan, who did get by. So that happened. Okay, we're at the final lap here. And Peter Flanner is leading. So we got a full lap remaining. As Elliot Burton and Gage Hines are battling out here. This is going to be not for class position, but overall it still matters. Gage is in 5th, Elliot Burton in 6th. Brayden Daniels, Joshua Justice, still battling out here on the outside line. Can he make it work? And it might go to the next set of corners here. And they are too wide. And Joshua Justice still slightly ahead, but going into the next sequence, he's got the inside line here, and he has crossed over. Brayden Daniels has gotten the move done, but is it fully committed? Oh, they wiggle, and now it's going to go down into the final lap for these two drivers, as Dylan Thomas is joining this fight as well. And into turn 1, Dylan Thomas is going to try to send it into the... And he does so. They go 3 wide, and they spin Joshua Justice, unfortunately. And Dylan Thomas is the one that is on the victory part of that one. See who's at fault for that one some other time. As we have Peter Flanner, who wins the race. Congratulations to Peter. And Ryan Otis finishes in 2nd, but in 1st in the championship. Jeff Koffold 1st in his championship. Third in the overall. Aaron Myers is fourth. Gage Heinth is fifth. Ellie Burton sixth. John Javecki 7. Aiden Wirtz 8. Mark Foley in ninth. Joshua D. going to the line is in 10th. Trey Mistack in 11th. Matthew Mercier 12. Rodrigo Theory 13. Austin McGill in 14. Matt Benson to the line. Can he go with Marshall Scary? It's 15. Marshall Scary 16. Jake Daly is 17th. And Andrew Fogan is 18th. Adam Tinkle 19th. Prashant Jayaraman 20. Brian Zaborowski Jr. To the line is 21st. Craig Reese 22nd. Eric Koonsman 23rd. Jackson Schlock 24th in a bit. Dylan Thomas is going to stay ahead of Braden Daniels for 25th. Braden Daniels 26th. Joshua Justice 27. Patrick Rich 28. Craig Carroll 29. Kurt Moss 30. Daryl Carrington in 31. Drivers across the line already. Max Klein in 32. Isaac Gardner 33. Austin Reed in 34. Jacob Simmons 35. Joshua Jablonski 36. Seth Hansen 37. Tyler Kern 38. Holland Greer 39. And Angel Bonello Soto 40. Your AM class winner was Aiden Gwertz, and Joshua D was the rookie winner. Jeff, congratulations on that win and securement of the Pro-Am Championship. Not even secured because it was already secured, but how'd that go? How'd your race go?
That was great. No, I was unsure how this was going to go because I didn't practice until today, and apparently that's the key to running fast here. It's just winging it. So that was great. A great season. I'm happy to bring it to the pros next season.
Yeah, I hope they put you right back up into the pros. I mean, again, congratulations. That was a fantastic run. Is there any conversation that was happening between any of the Valhalla guys when trying to help out Austin McGill, or were you guys just like, nah, we're all just going full beans?
We were trying to. Well, we told him we'd let him by when he caught up to us to help him in his pursuit of Ryan, but he just didn't have the pace today. So Austin gave it his all for this race and just couldn't make it happen.
I see. So when Gage did let him by, so that makes sense. Well, what fantastic run! I mean, you dominated in the Pro-Am class. I hope that just goes to show the organizers of this fine establishment to put you back in the pro, so this doesn't happen again.
Thank you so much, Jason.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Jeff. Congratulations again on that championship title and in that win today.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Okay, bye.
Aiden Gwertz, congratulations on that win. It must have been pretty nice sitting 10th, getting down to 9th. Mark Foley was trying to push, but ultimately you stayed ahead of him. How'd that race kind of go for you? Because it seemed like you kind of were just managing, and then some people made mistakes, and you just stayed consistent.
Yeah, I just made sure to get a bunch of practice this weekend for this weekend. The last few races haven't been going too well, so just made sure to get the practice in and be able to stay consistent.
Well, absolutely, and you got a good win out of this. Not only did you get a win, but you finished P2 in the championship. I mean, now that Jake Daly is hopefully going to get promoted, maybe he doesn't, but I mean, he had a clear dominance over the AM class. But barring next season, you might see him promoted, and maybe you're finishing on that AM championship because you had the most amount of points. You beat over Jackson Schlock and Seth Hansen, who are also in it. Again, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next season. It was a ton of fun.
Absolutely. Can't wait to see what you do. Thanks again for joining me, Aiden.
Yep, thank you.
Joshua D, congratulations. You stuck it out there in the rookie series. And I mean, well, you had to. They wouldn't be able to promote you without that 5, but you had a clear dominance. And not only in this race for the rookies, but I think I don't know exactly where they'll put you. Maybe Pro-Am's pro. But I mean, you're sitting there sifting your P10. You made up a bunch of spots. That must have really helped you out there.
Yeah, I've been kind of watching the power rankings all season and looking at the spreadsheets that we put together, just kind of curious where I'll end up. But yeah, it worked out because I kind of missed a few races and missed the promotion and was able to rack up a bunch of points. But it was a fun way to end the season. Matthew was right there the whole race, even though like it made him not look like it on the broadcast. But every time I made a little mistake and looked at my mirror, I could see Matthew catching up. But it was really fun, great way to end the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was it was also you had Trey Mistak behind you. Matthew Mercier was also involved in that as well. But between Matthew and Trey, pre pit stop, was it more worried about Matthew than Trey? Because Trey didn't have a mistake so much as he had to avoid something and went off and lost a spot. But I think I think he was like second back to you at one point.
Yeah, I mean, Trey passes everybody, so usually when he comes up, it's just trying not to lose too much time, letting him go by, but or not making it too easy for him at the same time. But yeah, I think it was lap 22. He almost T-boned a Mustang in the little S's in sector 3.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I
go
saw
back and
that.
look at that. That was a close one.
It was very close. But yeah, that was a great one. Thank you for joining me, and congratulations on not only the win today, but overall, a championship. So I mean, it's the rookie championship, but there's a bunch of consistent guys that are in the rookies that just didn't self promote because they wanted to just see what they could do in this championship. So congratulations again.
Yeah, thanks. There's been a lot of fast guys all season, and thank you for broadcasting and hosting. So appreciate it.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, take care. Thank you for joining me again. That's it, everybody. That was the season 16, round 12, final round here at Mugello Circuit and finale. Thank you for joining me. And with the championships wrapped up, congratulations for Peter, Jeff, Aiden, and Joshua for winning in class. Ryan Otis, his championship, Jeff's championship. Jake Daly's championship for him in the AM class, and Joshua D. Almost had a full everybody getting it done that way. But yeah, thank you for joining me and have a good evening.